AM 1100, The Flag.
Join us tomorrow morning at 8:05 for the Voller Insurance CEO Spotlight. When it comes to protecting your business, nobody beats Voller. Their employee benefits specialists work closely with your employees to make sure they see the full value of the benefits that your organization provides. It doesn't cost a penny to ask some questions. To set up a visit, go online to Voller.com. That's Voller.com. It's tomorrow morning at 8:05 right here on AM 1100, The Flag, WZFG. Well, some of our favorite people have joined us in the studio, and we get to make a new friend today, Alex.
I know.
This is fantastic, and we love good stories. Radio is all about stories. And our good friend Jerry Leach, Director of Jail Chaplains, is here. And our good friend Jesse John, our Cass County Sheriff, is here as well.
Good morning.
So welcome to both of you. It's great to see you again. And we get to meet a young man named Will Dort today. Will, welcome to you, too. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You, my man, I've heard just part of your story, and I can't wait to hear the whole thing. So glad to have you here today. Congratulations on what you have done. So, Jerry, give us a little bit of an introduction here.
So, Jail Chaplains takes Jesus into the Cass County Jail. Chaplain Mike's office is literally in the jail, and we have a team of about 30 volunteers that go in. And really, our goal is to start to build relationships with the men and women, they need someone to accept them right where they're at, right? They've made some bad choices. They're broken and they're hurting, but they are not bad people. And so it's our privilege to go in, and we don't have the old baggage and history with them. And by the grace of God, we just accept them where they're at and tell them that there's hope. Their story has not totally been written.
Well, this is how Jesus did it, right? He went to the lepers, he went to the beggars, he went to the poor, he went to the people that nobody wanted to hang out with.
Amen.
And so you're following that same lead there. Yes. And so, Jesse, from your perspective, what does Jerry's organization mean to you and what you do?
Sure. Well, they not only mean stuff to us, but they mean stuff to the community. So, I mean, just in general, they provide support to our staff, whether it's within inside the walls of the jail or our patrol staff. Really, how this thing got started is a death notification. Those are one of the hardest things that we have to do as law enforcement, and that's how this thing started back in 1979, where our staff, we had a terrible crash that occurred, and we were looking for some help in notifying the loved ones of that person that had died in that crash. So that's how it got started. But they provide support to our staff inside the jail. They provide support to our inmates in the jail, and whether it's through anger management classes that they teach or regular church sessions, by them doing that, it keeps our staff safer inside the walls. And then outside in the community with their living free structure, small groups that they have. And so if we have an inmate who is returning back to society and they're looking for that support outside the walls of the Cass County Jail, they can find that support through these living free groups. And our whole goal, of course, is to keep people out of jail. And, it's fiscally responsible. And if we can get those returning citizens to contribute back to our society, it's a win-win for everyone. So
absolutely.
That's really what they provide to us.
So, Will, I want to hear your story. We've heard that you had a great turnaround story, and Jail Chaplains was part of that. Tell us what we can learn from your story.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm Will from Haiti. I came here in 97, got into all types of trouble back in 2006, and where I know that I was going away for probably a long time, or even fear that I was going to go away for the rest of my life, because there was 2 Class A felony on, or 2 Class A on meth charges. I was selling drugs in the community, and when it was time for me to go, I was blessed enough where the judge gave me 9 months. Jail chaplain ministry was in Cass County at that time, and I got enrolled in the program, and they taught me how to live a better way. How to follow the footstep of, because I had a lot of friends, they were in and out of jail, and I know that I didn't want that path for my life. And I follow Pastor Mike's lead. He was doing Bible studies on, actually they used to take us to First Assembly Church, and through that, it's just been incredible what transpired from that, because I got out of the barber college back in 2007, become the first black barber of North Dakota.
Yes.
Had a barber shop. We opened a shop back in 2008. We started with 2 chairs. Now we got a barber college with 20 chairs, and also got a barber shop, expand that to 24 chairs. So we're growing, and it's just been amazing that what God has done for me and my family through Jail Chaplains. It's been incredible program. When I got out, you got your friends that ready to take you to the same spot that got you in trouble, and then you got these guys coming in and say, hey, don't go back. It's been incredible.
Wow.
Just thankful.
Yeah, what a great story. What do you tell people who have had that experience? Maybe they're in some trouble themselves. It seems like now with the Barber College, you're not only teaching, you're making money yourself, but you're teaching other people how to make a better way too.
Correct. Because through barbering, I have God has blessed me with many, many things, and what I tell people, just come to it. A lot of people look at the barbering industry like where it's like the second thing. Things are not working out. We go to hair school, but it's very lucrative.
Yeah.
I tell people that all my brothers, we all barbers except one.
Okay.
So when I got on board, and I told all of them, you got to come. Everybody, a lot of my students used to be my clients, and I'm telling them, you got to do this. It's great.
That's so great. Jail Chaplains offers more than 20 hours of faith-based programs every week, including Bible studies, life skills training, like anger management, addiction recovery. Jerry, explain this Living Free ministry, which is one of the programs that's used in the jail.
Yeah, absolutely. The Living Free is a faith-based small group model. So basically, it's creating small groups where people can build healthy relationships, learn life skills that are presented from a biblical perspective. So anger management has been mentioned, and that's a great one. Anger's not a bad emotion. It's a God-given emotion, but it's what we do with it. And so when we can teach life skills that rather than popping somebody, that you stop and think, that's really helpful. And a lot of this dysfunction that we have in our lives it's generational. So if we can break the cycle by giving them some new information, we start to change the culture.
That's right.
The community.
So here's the next thing I want to talk about now. I see this number, $100,000. You've got, Jerry, a very generous match available for $100,000. And Will, I understand you have a part in this too. Once the Jail Chaplains hits $100,000 in donations, the match kicks in, and then Jesse's. To explain what's going on. Will, tell us what's going on here.
Oh man, I guess Jesse's generous enough to allow us to do this heart design on his head if we meet this goal that we have, $100,000 match.
All right.
You're going to shave a heart in his
Yep.
head.
So Jerry threw out a challenge to me, and she's basically said, hey, if we're able to reach our goal, would you be willing to shave the giving hearts in the back of your head? And of course, as we were talking before, Steve and Alex, I was a little apprehensive about it. I do spend a little bit of time in the morning with my hair.
You got a good-looking
you're kind of a manly man too, so I don't know.
But certainly this is for a great cause, and if I can give a little incentive so that they can reach their goal. Of course, Jail Chaplains works on donations.
Yeah.
And if I can contribute to that and they can raise the money, it's a win-win for everyone.
What did you raise last year, Jerry?
Our total income for Giving Hearts Day last year was $106,000.
Okay.
So this year we have a $100,000 match we're starting with, and on Giving Hearts Day, if people will come alongside us and make another $100,000 in contributions, we will have a $200,000 day. That's what we need to get hearts in the back of the sheriff's head.
Okay, we got to get that done there.
I think we should make it pink too.
Well,
Well, can we do that? We make it
We
pink.
can.
I'm not worried about it. Will does some pretty good haircuts. So
I have
Yeah.
seen, yes.
Okay, so next thing we want to talk about is another way that you can be a blessing to Jail Chaplains is the Red Velvet Donuts from Sandy's. Tell us about that,
Oh,
Jerry.
my goodness. This is a partnership that's been going on for 8 years. And we're doing it as a pre-Giving Hearts Day event this year.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, Tuesday, for every dozen Red Velvet donuts sold, Sandy's Donuts will donate $5 back to the Jail Chaplains. So they graciously allow us to take pre-orders. And then we have about 12 teams of Jail Chaplain volunteers that will go deliver these donuts across the community. So any orders of 2 dozen or more are delivered.
Yeah,
And
free delivery. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so it's really a great way. It's an engagement tool. You can send, and I know that you do it here at the Flag with some of your customers. You deliver red velvet donuts. We have jail chaplain volunteers that come tell the story. On all the donut boxes, there's a card that says how to give on Giving Hearts Day, and Will's story is on there. So it's just a really cool thing. You know, giving in ways, jail chaplains is a kind of a well-kept secret in the community, and that's changing.
Mm-hmm. As it should be. Well, it's been so great to have the three of you here. Will, your story is phenomenal, and what you have done with your life is something that everybody can celebrate and get behind. And so we're so proud of you for what you've done, and to see the joy in your heart. You can see the light of Jesus inside you, my friend. So
thank you.
Keep up the great work. And thank you also for now pouring yourself into some guys that could use a hand too to get their way better too. So I'm sure that you've got a dozen stories too already of people that you've helped out and made things a better place.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
A lot of people being touched by this. So.
That's fantastic. And it all starts with somebody going into the jail, into a dark place, some dark times, but being bold enough, brave enough, and sharing the light of Christ with the people that need to hear it.
Amen.
Such a great story.
Yeah.
What a great place to be on your list for Giving Hearts Day donations. And there's, as we said, so many things going on. But start tomorrow. Get those red velvet donuts ordered up and ready to go. Anything else we want to touch on, Jared? Did we touch it all?
No, we did touch it all. But if you want to order your donuts, you can call Sandy's at 701-281-0430. Preferably by noon today, but we won't turn anybody away. So,
all right, Jesse, thanks for coming in. Thanks
Thank
again
you.
for all the
Thanks
good
for
work
having
you
us.
do out there too, and we'll keep up the good work, my friend. Nice to meet you today.
Thank you.
All right, so that's the gang. Will Dort, we've got Jesse Johnner and Jerry Leach here talking about jail chaplains, one of the great places that you can donate to on Giving Hearts Day. Hey, where else can you put your money where you know stories like that man's story are being created because of what you're doing? Can you invest? Is there a better cause to invest in than the life of somebody who's trying to turn it around? I can't think of one. 8:18 here on the Need to Know Morning Show on AM 1100 The Flag, WZFG. Short break for us. When we come back, give you a weather update. It's going to get cold coming up this week. We'll tell you when